Article 1503. Where there is a contract of sale of specific goods, the seller may, by the terms of the contract, reserve the right of ownership or possession in the goods until certain conditions have been fulfilled. The right of possession or ownership may be thus reserved notwithstanding the delivery of the goods to the buyer or to a carrier or other bailee for the purpose of transmission to the buyer. Where goods are shipped, and by the bill of lading, the goods are deliverable to the seller or his agent, or to the order of the seller or of his agent, the seller thereby reserves the ownership in the goods. But if, except for the form of the bill of lading, the ownership would have passed to the buyer on shipment of the goods, shall be deemed to be only for the purpose of securing performance by the buyer of his obligation under the contract. Where goods are shipped, and by the bill of lading, the goods are deliverable to order of the buyer or his agent, but possession of the bill of lading is retained by the seller or his agent, the seller thereby reserves the right to the possession of the goods as against the buyer. Where the seller of the goods draws on the buyer for the price and transmits the bill of exchange and bill of lading together to the buyer to secure acceptance or payment of the bill of exchange, the buyer is bound to return the bill of lading if he does not honor the bill of exchange. And if he wrongfully retains the bill of exchange, and if he wrongfully retains the bill of lading he acquires, he acquires no added right thereby. If, however, the bill of lading provides that the goods are deliverable to the buyer, or to the order of the buyer, or is endorsed in blank, or to the order by the consignee named therein, one who purchases in good faith for value the bill of lading or goods from the buyer will obtain the ownership in the goods, although the bill of exchange has not been honored, provided that such purchaser has received the delivery of bill of lading endorsed by the consignee named therein, or of the goods without notice of the facts making the transfer wrongful. So, ito, mahabang article na naman to. So, himayin natin yung mga paragraphs later isa-isa. So, pero ano bang pinag-uusapan nitong article na to? Ito is yung sale na gumagamit ng carrier. So, ang pinag-usapan nila dito is yung FOB shipping point and COD, so cash on delivery. So, yung carrier or yung magta-transport nung goods, so dalawa ang responsibility niya. Siya ang agent ni buyer to receive yung goods or to receive yung delivery. And then, siya rin ang agent ni seller to collect the price. So, transfer of ownership by the delivery of specific goods to the carrier or other bailee. So, yung transfer ng ownership to the buyer through delivery to the carrier. So, ang general rule natin, delivery to the carrier for the purpose of transmission to the buyer transfers the ownership to the buyer. Okay? So, pag dineliver pa lang sa ating carrier, natatransfer na yung ownership sa buyer. Kaya ito ay FOB shipping point. Unlike yung FOB destination, kay seller pa rin yung goods even during transport. Pag nakarating sa buyer, tsaka lang ma-change yung ownership. Pero ito, upon delivery sa carrier, kay buyer na agad. Kaya during transport, yung ownership kay buyer na rin. No? So, ano ba yung mga carrier to? Dito mga FedEx at saka Maersk. Exception dito sa general rule na to is yung article natin, which is 1503. So, yung first paragraph, sabi, where there is a contract of sale of specific goods, okay, specific goods, the seller may, by the terms of the contract, reserve the right of ownership in the goods until certain conditions have been fulfilled. So, ang sabi dito, di ba, ang general rule natin, malilipat na yung ownership kay buyer. Except, first exception, stipulation. Sabi mismo doon sa contract, hindi muna matatransfer ownership or kay seller ang ownership until payment. Kasi itong certain conditions have been fulfilled is yung obligation ni buyer na bayaran yung goods. The right of possession or ownership may thus be reserved, notwithstanding the delivery of the goods to the buyer, or to a carrier, or to the bailee. So, pwedeng i-reserve ni seller yung ownership. Kahit na dineliver kay buyer, dineliver kay carrier, or dineliver kay bailee. At hanggat hindi siya nababayaran, pwede niyang i-reserve ang ownership basta nakasulat sa kontrata nila. So first, ano ba yung bailee? Kasi alam na natin yung carrier, siya yung mag-ship. Yung bailee is a person to whom goods are delivered for a purpose such as custody or repair without transfer of ownership. So parang custodian siya. Niwan lang doon for safekeeping, pero yung ownership hindi natatransfer kay bailee. Ito medyo general example. Tunari, dry cleaner. Yung clothing, binigyan lang sa kanya for repair, for cleaning. Repair ng jewelry, mga ganon. So, iniiwan lang sa kanya for safekeeping or may something na gagawin sa kanya. Pero ownership, hindi na transfer. Second paragraph. So, ito yung second exception. Where goods are shipped and by the bill of lading, the goods are deliverable to the seller. So, according sa bill of lading, the goods are deliverable to the seller or his agent or to the order of the seller or of his agent. The seller thereby reserves the ownership of the goods. Okay? Dito muna tayo sa first sentence. So, ito ang ating second exception. Bill of lading is deliverable to the seller or to the order of the seller. So, kapag dun pa lang sa ating document or dun sa shipping document na tinatawag na bill of lading, nakalagay dun sa custodian, dun sa consignee or dun sa ship to seller. Ganyan. Yung pangalan dun sa papeles is para kay seller. Pero yung goods deliver kay buyer. Yung ownership is kay seller pa rin. Then second paragraph. But if except for the form of the bill of lading, the ownership would have passed to the buyer on shipment of the goods shall be deemed to be only for the purpose of securing performance by the buyer of his obligation under the contract. Ito medyo exception to the exception rin dito eh. Ito naman, ang nare-retain lang ni seller is yung ownership, is yung right. Pero yung in case of loss, ang mag-bear ng loss is yung buyer. So, ano ba yung bill of lading? So, ito is medyo formal document to eh. So, a bill of lading can prove ownership of cargo. So, it is a legal document that gives the holder the right to claim the goods. So, kung kanining nasa bill of lading, siya yung may karapatan dun sa goods. So, siya rin yung nagpo-prove ng ownership. So, transferable siya. The bill of lading can be transferred to third parties. Contract of carriage. The bill of lading is a contract between the shipper and the courier that outlines the terms of the transportation. Receipt of goods. The bill of lading proves that the carrier receives the goods from the shipper in the agreed upon condition and quantity. For example, ito. So, sample of bill of lading, dito yung ating mga freight forwarder. Ito yung mga nandun sa loob. So, nandun yung date, shipper information, so the mga FedEx, ganyan. Consignee information, ito yung ship to or deliverable to. So, tulad kanina, kapag nakalagay dito is deliverable to seller, automatic, si seller ang owner nito. Kasi sa document pa lang, na bill of lading, so yung nagpo-prove ng ownership. Kung sino nandito, siya yung owner. Then, nandito din describe yung shipment, mga signature, tas yung mga contents ng cargo. And then, third paragraph. Where goods are shipped and by the bill of lading, the goods are deliverable to order of the buyer. So, sabi dito, yung kanina ito, deliverable to the buyer. Ito, doon sa bill of lading natin, nakalagay doon, to buyer. But the possession of the bill of lading is retained by the seller or his agent. The seller thereby reserves the right to the possession of the goods as against the buyer. Okay, so yung bill of lading, sa document nakalagay kay buyer. Pero yung document na kay seller. So, yung ownership nung cargo or nung ating goods is nare-retain pa rin ni seller. Kasi yung document na nagpo-prove ng ownership, wala pa rin kay buyer eh. And then, fourth exception. Where the seller of the goods draws on the buyer for the price and transmits the bill of exchange and bill of lading together. So, ang nangyari, yung price nasa bill of exchange. So, yung bill of exchange, ito yung payment for, and nandito yung price payment of the goods. Tapos, ito yung bill of lading natin, nagpo-prove ng ownership. Okay, so together, itong dalawa, pinadala ni seller kay buyer. To secure acceptance or payment of the bill of exchange, the buyer is bound to return the bill of lading if he does not honor the bill of exchange. And if he wrongfully retains the bill of exchange, and if he wrongfully returns the bill of lading, he acquires no added right thereby. So ito, pinadala ni seller yung bill of lading tsaka bill of exchange. Pero ayaw bayaran ni buyer yung bill of exchange. So yung ownership pa rin dun sa goods, nare-retain pa rin ni seller. Kasi unfair nga naman kay seller if dineliver na lahat kay buyer pero si buyer ayaw magbayad. Ito yung example ng bill of exchange natin. So, ano ba yung bill of exchange? It is a written order that requires one party to pay another party for a specific amount of money. Yan. So, yun yung order kay buyer na magbayad. Pero si buyer, pag hindi nagbayad, hindi matatransfer sa kanya yung ownership kahit na dineliver din sa kanya yung bill of lading. Ito yung second part ng fourth paragraph. Ito yung exception to the exception. If, however, the bill of lading provides that the goods are deliverable to the buyer or to the order of the buyer or is endorsed in bank. So, yung sinasabi lang dito, if yung bill of lading natin, di ba kanina, this is the second paragraph, naka-ship to seller, and then this is the third paragraph, ship to buyer naman. Ng fourth paragraph, ship to buyer ulit tayo. Pwedeng ship to buyer, or pwedeng blanco lang siya, or to the buyer by the consignee name therein. Ang nakalagay doon sa document is consignee name therein. The one who purchased in good faith, eto third party na to, hindi na to si buyer and original. Hindi na to yung original buyer and seller. Eto another party, he purchased it in good faith, tapos for value, so binayaran din niya. The bill of lading or goods from the buyer will obtain the ownership in the goods, although the bill of exchange has not been honored. Tapos nasabi nito, yung third party, makukuha niya yung ownership kahit na may fault yung original buyer kasi hindi niya tinanggap yung bill of exchange or hindi siya nagbayad kay seller. Provided that such purchaser has received delivery of the bills of lading endorsed by the consignee named therein. So, basta yung bill of lading in-endorse yung consignee dun sa bill of lading natin, which is dapat nakapangalan kay buyer or blank siya. Of course, dapat without notice of the fact of the transfer, of making the transfer wrongful. Kasi nga, buyer in good faith siya. Nasabi lang dito, makukuha nung second buyer yung ownership. If in good faith siya and if nagbayad siya. So in summary, ng ating article, actually itong article na to is yung 1523. Pero next na to. Itong article 1503, exception to siya dito sa 1523. So, general rule, delivery to carrier, magta-transfer yung ownership kay buyer. Exception, yung hindi nata-transfer yung ownership or yung ownership is nare-retain ni seller is first, by stipulation, o sinabi sa kontrata, kay seller pa rin ang ownership. Second, sa bill of lading, do sa ating document na nagpo-prove ng ownership, nandun mismo sa document, deliverable to seller. So, kay seller pa rin. Second, third is if do sa bill of lading natin, do sa official document, nakalagay deliverable to buyer, okay? Pero, yung document ni-retain ni seller. So, si buyer wala siyang proof of ownership. Yung ownership pa rin doon is nare-retain ni seller. Fourth, seller draws on bill of lading and bill of exchange but buyer dishonors it. So, dinala lang na lahat kay buyer pero yung buyer ayaw magbayad. Exception to the exception dito sa number 4. So, may seller tayo, tapos may buyer tayo, tapos si buyer dineliver pa niya sa isa pang buyer. And if itong last buyer or yung another party is in good faith, pwedeng matransfer sa kanya yung ownership. Hindi pala pwede. Oo, matatransfer sa kanya yung ownership. Provided siya ay good faith, siya ay nagbayad, at yung bill of lading sa official document, ang sabi doon, ang consignee or ship to kay buyer. Para na-transfer yung parang ownership kay buyer. May proof of ownership siya. Tapos in-endorse niya kay second buyer. Or pwedeng yung consignee is blank sa bill of lading. Examples natin. So, kunwari ito si seller si Green Smart. Buyer natin si Mang Juan Sari-Sari Store. So, ang ownership pwedeng matransfer kay buyer. First, dineliver niya yung goods kay buyer. Third is gumamit siya ng carrier, FOB, shipping point. Third is dineliver niya kay Bailey or custodian. So, pwedeng ma-transfer ang ownership kay buyers 1, 2, 3. Sama mo na din dito yung agent ni buyer. Exceptions. Stipulation. Sinabi dun sa sa kontrata. Kahit na din na sa shipment, so i-retain pa rin ni seller or ni Green Smart yung ownership until payment. So, hindi pa rin makukuha ni buyer yung ownership even if delivered na sa kanya yung or if delivered na sa carrier yung goods. Exceptions. Ito yung example ng second exception. So, if yung sa bill of lading natin, official document, nakalagay dito sa ship to or to the order of or to the order to seller. Sabihin, kay seller pa rin ang ownership nito. Kasi itong bill of lading natin, yung proof of ownership, nakalagay mismo sa document natin, si seller ang may-ari. So, kahit i-deliver to kay buyer, wala, hindi pa rin siya ang may-ari. So, ito parang medyo same lang ni kanina. Medyo maganda lang, mas madali lang maalala pag may pictures. Ito naman. Doon sa official document natin, ship to kay buyer. So, nakalagay dito kay Mang Juan. Pero kahit na na-deliver na yung goods kay Mang Juan or sabihin mo na kay carrier na. Pero wala kay buyer to or wala kay carrier to. Ni-retain, tinago ni seller. So, ang ownership kanya pa rin. Kasi si buyer, wala sa kanya yung proof. Anong mapapakita niya? Wala. And then, ito yung fourth paragraph natin. So, si seller ulit natin, si Green Smart, dineliver niya lahat kay carrier. So, na kay carrier, dala niya yung bill of lading, dala din niya yung bills of exchange. Si buyer, tas yung document na kay buyer din yung name or yung consignee or order to, ship to, ganyan. Pero hindi niya binayaran yung bill of exchange. Or dinishonor niya. Sabi niya, hindi ko i-honor to. So, hindi pa rin matatransfer sa kanya yung ownership. Eto, paano naman if doon sa cargo natin, ito yung first buyer natin, binenta niya pa kay third buyer. So, ang nangyari, dineliver na kay Mang Juan. Tapos, pinasa pa niya, dineliver pa niya kay Christine or in-endorse niya kay Christine yung goods or yung ating bill of lading. Pwedeng matatransfer talaga yung ownership kay Christine. If siya ay buyer in good faith, nagbayad siya kay Mang Juan, at yung official document natin, dito sa ating bill of lading, nakapangalan kay buyer or blanco. Or change na niya, in-endorse na niya dito. Kahit na ito, dinishonor ni buyer or ni first buyer yung ating bill of exchange, okay pa rin to. Transfer pa rin ang ownership niya. May real right pa rin siya. So, si Green Smart yung medyo kawawa dito. Kailangan niyang lumaban kay Mang Juan or kay first buyer. Pero ito, safe na siya. And that's it. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel.